Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Pitch hitting, catcher number 2. Also Karen in row J eating the hot dog. Did you mean to tip 167% yesterday at Le Cafe restaurant? Just checking.
So, meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong, like over-tipping, then sends an alert to your phone and helps you fix it. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com for details. Limitations apply.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, remain balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with auto-pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Black Warner Siren. I'm here with Bill Wissinger.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Yeah, we're waiting for Luke. This is our 75th episode, our
75th.
3/4. 75th.
Diamond Jubilee.
Yes, it is. I do believe. And 75th, you would sound like years ago when I was a kid. If you told someone that their 75th anniversary and they were married, you think, holy shit, they got to be. And now
the Queen just had her Diamond Jubilee a few years back.
Yeah. It's not that unusual.
No.
There were this week's episode or our Tuesday episode is called The Meeting.
The Meeting.
And I guess we could talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk
about it. And then when Luke shows up, we'll pretend we didn't have the meeting.
Yeah.
Or if he shows up. I believe he'll show up.
He'll
he shows
up.
up exactly
I forgot to call him and tell him we were going to kick off a little early.
Yeah. But, I mean, we'll have this. Hopefully he doesn't. No, he doesn't have the. Do you think he has the chutzpah to try to listen to us before on his phone?
No, because he has no idea we're even starting 15 minutes
Okay,
early.
we're not making fun of Luke or anything like that.
Yeah, we are.
Does he ever listen to it?
Maybe, but we're still making fun of Luke.
Okay, well,
dude, I get to play with Luke all the time. I make fun of him on stage. We have a good time with that.
So we're going to do the meeting. We're going to do the meeting. I was thinking, and I think we did an after show after the Wednesday show, and Luke just, I don't know what perturbed him. There was something during the show that got kind of pissy.
Oh.
He forgot his mic.
Oh.
He forgot his mic, and I had a guest on, and I had 2 mics. The one you lent me. I still have the one you lent me. And I'm going to get.
What did I lend you?
You lent me a mic. Someone lent me a mic.
Did I? Is it a 58? Is it one of these?
I don't know. It's in my bag, though.
Oh.
It's it.
Okay. I don't know.
No, I had 3 cords.
Okay.
And who told it? Lee came in, and he had his own mic. He came over and got on it. But, I mean,
That's
that was
funny.
Lee's mic. He would have gave it to Luke. I said, stay here and stuff like that. And Luke was on for like 15 minutes. I can understand that. Listen, Luke is Luke. Luke, you are who you are. I would never get rid of that. But I'd be kind of pissed if I got, I guess, well, I mean, I'm the Keys bartender, so it'd be kind of silly. You can call it something else. And like I said, you could always start a show. We could start a show. We have enough time on the broadcasting site. I don't know how it's separated, but you could create your own show.
You know what we could do too is since I got Josh coming up. You remember that? You remember Captain Josh when you're down at meeting of the pit stop
I love
party?
Captain Josh
for Meeting of the Minds.
Well, I knew Captain Josh because he played at the Catch.
Right, and well, we're not doing that anymore.
Well, that doesn't mean he won't be doing it again.
No, but we're doing yeah.
Kathy's not like that.
Yeah.
No, she isn't. She will let go. She did go back. There's a couple people that is permanent, and I don't know her as well, and there's a couple times. But yeah, okay. Well, we'll have that discussion
anyway,
one
we'll
other time. Let's talk
later. But I'm playing with him every Tuesday night now at Snooks.
Okay, Captain Josh lives in the lower Keys.
He lives down in Big Pine. He's got to come.
Did he
up
write
here.
it out? Did he write out the hurricane?
Oh, hell no.
He's the one. So the reminders to our listeners, a very interesting story. Let's talk about our vehicle. Before Irma, I'll give you a set. Okay, before Irma on September 9th, 10th, 11th, whatever you want to call it, when it beginning, their outer bands came in and all that stuff. A day or two before, everyone's evacuating and stuff like that. And you're looking for placement, like for me, it's turning off the power, turning off the water, sealing up your house. I put the shutters on, and I didn't really think about where I was going. I lucked out because OnStar hooked us up, and I'm not getting paid by OnStar or anything like that, but they really hooked us up for the place. And so I'm leaving my car, and I knew my house was at 12 feet. And I looked for the trees around. I know that's kind of simplistic, but I figured ones that would just fall over and hit it.
Right.
I couldn't stop if a tornado or anything dropped it down, but I had a pretty good chance if we had a surge under 12 feet that my vehicle wouldn't get flooded. I didn't want to lose my vehicle. And there's people that had covered porches and stuff like that, but they were in low-lying areas.
Yeah.
It really, the people had an imperfect understanding of what a flood was. They think it was coming from above. It comes from below.
No, it comes from below.
Yeah, and so here you are. You're all prepared for doing all the things to alleviate the potential damage to your property. So I'll let you. Can you take it from there? Just the unluckiness, which a good idea that he had, Captain Josh, with his wife's car.
Oh, poor Lori. Yeah. So Josh basically finds the highest point in Big Pine Key, which is only about 6 feet. Man, they are flat. And so they do everything. They put it up there on the top of the hill by the office for the insurance company.
6 feet. Wait, let me explain the thing. Where people you think you're in flat country, when Bill just said the place that was 6 feet above sea level was on top of the hill, and you come from hill country.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I've lived down here long enough.
I know. It's so flat.
6 feet in the lower Keys is a hill.
Yeah, and I'm on a mountain.
Yeah. And anyway, they do everything right. They move the car up. They put her car up on the hill, far away from the trees, in between the two big trees. Well, one of these big old live oaks comes down, pulls the power line down, and lands on top of her car. Ends up shorting out and lighting her car on fire and burns it to the ground.
Wow. So, and did it get water damage after the fact?
No water damage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no water damage. I mean, it burned so hard that the wheels. It was I think it was an Acura.
But oddly enough, the radio was working perfectly fine.
Yeah, the aluminum alloy wheels were a puddle.
Now, I was just thinking about that Planes, Trains, and Automobile.
Yeah.
When they ride down the road, it's amazing. Everything's melted, but the radio's as clear as a bell. Yeah, it's even better.
Yeah. So, and of course he doesn't know that, and I had to go down there 2 days after the storm. So I drove down and talked to the.
Hey, how'd you get down there? Did they close it off? They didn't.
Well, yeah, the road was gone, but I got a big old.
No, but didn't they have a checkpoint there?
Yeah, but I had to go down and do. Unfortunately, if you're in the insurance industry, they won't let you turn around because I tried to get the guys at the checkpoint to turn me around. I'm like, dude, I really don't want to do this. I got an insurance company down there that I do IT work for. I got to check everything out. We got citizens coming down, going in the office. If it's still there, I don't know. Really, you can tell me to turn around, and I'll be just perfectly happy to go home and clear trees out of my yard.
Okay, yeah. What did that checkpoint look like? They guys automatic weapons.
Yeah.
Did it have a 50 cal or
just a couple National Guards with MP4s.
Yeah.
Just walking
easy
around.
going.
Yeah, nice guys, and they're like, no. You get your ass down.
When you're coming in, people get tense and they see things they don't see.
Yeah.
Like after when you see the guys walking around with automatic weapons and stuff like that. Like after 9/11.
Yeah.
I go to the airport, and they're just walking around with them at ease, and holding them at ease, and walking down there. Friendly guys. Some had smiles on their face and stuff. You didn't feel as if it was no way near like if you think you were in Germany or anything like that.
No,
and the same thing down here when we were coming in off the stretch when they reopened and they had the guys. I don't know if I'm filling in the blanks with a guy in a Humvee and a 50 cal at the top.
I don't know.
That would make sense to put it there just in case.
I didn't have to go up there, so I never looked.
I mean, I guess you really wouldn't want it. Where are you going to go? You got all the cars right there, but
yeah, I'm trying to talk my way into not going down there.
Yeah.
And no, they're like, oh no, you're doing the insurance, and you got the big citizen. You go. And he's going, well, there's no road here for about a quarter mile. It's like, no problem. I dump some air out of the tires. I said, look, if I get stuck, grab your Humvee and you pull me back out, and I'll go home. And I just work through the sand. I've driven on the beach a bunch, so dump tires down to 10 psi and just rolled right through until the road picked up again.
What does that do for it when you drop the?
Gives you more traction.
Yeah.
You don't get stuck.
more tire.
Yeah, and then I hooked my little compressor up and filled my tires back up and drove the rest of the way down.
Wow.
And get down there and checked on Josh's house, which was fine. He's on a stilt home in his downstairs, and then service was still really spotty then. But I did manage to pick up a signal, and I called him. He said, well, check on the car. I'm going, where's the car? He's going, oh, it's here. And I'm like, and, I saw the burned out car when I'm coming down, and I'm like, oh, no.
Was there a bunch of cars that weren't burned down and all that?
There were like 3 in a row that were burned out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh,
were there
no.
other around it that
yeah,
were?
there were like one on either side. And I'm like,
Was it because it was close to the tree?
No, they were far away. They were parked in the middle of 2 big trees, but one of the trees came down and took the power line down across the cars.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh, no. And I'm like, he told me where it was, and I'm like, oh, right across from the hotel? It's like, yeah. I'm like, might have bad news, but let me confirm that. And unfortunately,
did you have to give him a VIN number?
When I get back up there, I'm looking, I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was her car, and I'm going, I don't know for certain, and I had to wait till I got back up here before I called him back, because I didn't have any signal. But I got back here and I got some bad news for you, man. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure that Lori's car is burned to the ground.
Yeah, that's got to be up there telling
Sorry,
someone.
dude.
I mean, worse, obviously, your house. If someone's significant other passed away, and then you tell them the property's gone, and then your car is gone. That's got to be up there.
Yeah,
it's got to be right around almost the level. I saw your girl
pretty
out.
shitty.
I saw your girl out. Hip grinding with another dude. It's got to hurt.
I know who mine's going to be hip grinding with.
What? Your girl's going to be hip grinding with? Oh.
I do.
You?
No, it's going to be Kip.
Kip?
Kip. My buddy Kip that runs Towboat US.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know Kip.
Yeah, you know Kip.
I know Kip. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while.
He's more protective of Sandy
He's
than I
a
am.
character. Yeah, very. He's he's very.
Yeah, like I said, he's more protective of Sandy than I am. But if they want to get out there and dance some, go on.
Okay. Well, I guess this does work part of the meeting. We started. The podcast is it's 13 months old. I'm not going to break it into seasons because that's ridiculous. Season. We're just going to do episodes.
Yeah,
so
we
right
have
now,
hot season and hotter season.
No, I'm talking about the episode numbers and episodes, and that's those seasons. I was thinking about that today. Once it hits 90, but what's the highest to get to right down here?
90s.
This is it.
This is pretty much
and
it.
then once you get used to it, I feel great.
Yeah. No, I walked outside this morning at 8 o'clock. It was 90 degrees, 100% humidity.
People that and I hate to say this, because you're not going to turn an apple into a pear. Meaning, if someone doesn't like heat and humidity, you are not going to like the Keys. I feel perfectly fine in this weather.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's beautiful.
The problem
it's 90
is,
degrees out there.
I'm a musician. I have to haul around gear and set up and break down twice a show. I got to set all my stuff up and then I got to break it down. And if it's if it's like this, you're on stage, you've got a couple fans on you. It's not bad. You got a little bit of breeze.
Oh, I mean, imagine if I had to go and play or do anything for that in this particular weather right now. You start sweating. If you're sitting down having a beer and doing what most of the people that
if you're just up playing, it's comfortable. It's nice. You got a little bit of breeze coming across. It's not so bad. The problem is you got 45 minutes to set up where you're hauling shit around, and then you're just soaked. I mean,
you got a bad case of the swamp ass, man.
Exactly. You got to go up to the bathroom and wipe the sweat off your balls.
Yeah, yep. You got to do that. And speaking of that, I had my today. You ever see that on was on Facebook? They showed a back razor. It's a big handle like a back scrub, and show that stuff. And you see these guys with these. I mean,
yeah,
I have no idea. I've never seen your back, and I don't think there'll ever be an opportunity unless I have to do CPR.
Actually, I don't have. I have more scar tissue on my back, so I don't grow a lot of hair.
I mean, fortunately, I think once it looked like the backs are so bad. Oh, you don't have to. He's going to show me. Oh, is this going to be like these things, like the guys that worked the Roman galleys? I'm going to see it, or a slave that escaped. Holy shit! Okay, folks, this is going to be. I'm going to do a visual here and see what. Holy shit! Holy shit, that's the shoulder. And I imagine, okay, I'm going to speculate that's from when you were racing motorcycles. Okay, yeah, you definitely landed on that shoulder. Probably you were hitting a hill or something, I guess. You went up and you came down a different direction?
No, that was Daytona. I fell off through the tri-oval. Guy blew up in front of me, and me and Charlie Mavros crashed. And I guess I knocked myself out when I was.
It looks
when I hit my head.
the only way if you watch Game of Thrones, and there was this guy, one of the Brotherhood. They call well, you don't watch Game of Thrones, but this guy never dies. Whatever they do, they say a little prayer over him, no matter how horrific the scar. There was one where the guy drops a broadsword into his shoulder, down to his to the top of his heart. Yeah, down to the top of his heart. And it went down there, and but that's what that scar looked like. It looked pretty deep and hard. But we were talking about the back. Okay, back there. Okay, you got this.
I don't have problem with back hair.
You didn't. No, but you didn't have hair on your regular skin either.
No.
Okay, no, you're not a hairy dude. But you see that if you are able to, I mean, you needed something like that. I think you started shaving earlier. I had a friend we called Sweater Man, Bob. Bob, he's Sweater Man, they call him, because he had such a heavy thing, and he was in high school. Yep. And you can see where he started shaving, right? The guys get it right around their neckline, right? We change it. You go, holy shit. The guy looks like he was wearing a mohair sweater years, and that's what the hell was the point about the back hair thing and doing that?
I don't know. You started talking about the
Abby
razor.
Did the back. She said I was hairy, and I said, "Wait a second, I'm not that fucking hairy." They sell those goddamn. They sell those back. Yeah, they sell those back things. The guys that look like they could have, if they let it grow a little longer. I'm sure they could get a couple locks. Locks for love.
Locks for love.
Yeah, for some of these people. So. How did we get on? Now we got on this thing. I am losing track
no
quickly
idea.
in response about hairy backs.
Welcome to the
back,
short
getting
attention
ready for the show.
Welcome to the short attention. Oh, the heat.
The heat. No, we got back. We can always find our way back. We got a little crumbs. So handling the heat right now. It is about as hot as it gets down here.
It is. I mean,
it's in humidity's within a couple points away. Sometimes it's a little drier.
Yeah.
Rarely is it more humid.
Oh, like I said, I walked out at 8 o'clock this morning. I walked from my house to my truck, and it looked like somebody dumped a 5-gallon bucket of water on my shirt.
All right, okay. I do that. I do that thing with my lawn. I told you, see me do it probably, Joe. We use the push mower, and it's a real rotary push mower. And these guys said that's not manly, and I go, what do you mean that's not manly? Holy shit! I'm cutting. I mean, I'm using tools. No fossil fuels to cut that thing, but I am using an electric trimmer.
Oh, there you
There's
go.
no way. Hey, listen,
get down there with the scissors and the.
Oh yeah, I did that. I remember back when I was a kid when I did lawns, right when the grass trimmers were invented.
There you go.
And but digress once again. We're talking about the heat, and if you don't like the heat, it's going to be a thing. You should go to the Finger Lakes.
Well, a few years ago, I didn't have as much problem with the heat. Actually, this is 7-8 years ago, because I used to keep my AC at the house at 80 degrees. And, you walk outside, it's not so bad.
It's only 7-8 degrees warmer.
Right, it's not so bad. But, unfortunately, my wife's got MS, and she can't deal with the heat. Doesn't do real well, so now she's got the AC, she got the thermostat on 75 if I start to whine, 72 if I don't. So, now it's cool in the house, so I'll walk outside and it's damn hot.
Yeah. You know what? It's got to be for bad for people that spend their time doing that. Hey, Christy, how you doing, hon? Good.
There she is. There's Christy. How you doing, sweetie? Good seeing you.
I haven't seen you in a while, and then I see you twice in less than a week. Yeah, you were rhyming up. 8 days ago, you were doing a little freestyle poetry at the Catch jam session. Yeah. I thought you know what? It was that your first attempt? Yeah. Do you want to hear? You kinda? Well, no, that's your first attempt. You should think about going to a poetry slam. Well, if it's your... No, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you are doing it. I thought it was I thought it was entertaining. You don't remember those guys? The 3 Jamaican guys? No, they were white dudes. I just wanted to see how much you had to drink. You were drinking that night because you couldn't tell they weren't Jamaican guys. No, but you were good.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Now people aren't hearing this other, but I've known Christy for almost 10 years down here. I guess. Yeah. You working this thing here? Is this your event? Yeah. Oh, they're having a private party over there. Is it Jews for Jesus? What? Oh, it's for Ocean Reef people? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, you look lovely. I like it. I didn't see you because you're wearing a camouflage shorts. Yeah, you blended in with the background.
She's blending in.
Well, that was Christy. Thank you very much, and thank you, Bill, for
Good
coming.
seeing you, sweetie.
You don't have to leave.
Well, I'll be hanging out.
Okay. And if you feel comfortable, you could do some of your free style poetry. Yeah, here. I'll buy you a drink when you're done.
Say I'm not a rapper, I'm a rhymer.
It's the same difference if you're doing any music, right?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
We'll see you.
I just remember the time she was, we are at the Blackwater Siren, and the Blackwater Siren is gorgeous and all that. And right across the way from the Blackwater Siren, if you were to come down here, and you know what? Maybe I should post a picture again of the Blackwater Siren, maybe from the front, and then I'll do 2 pictures. I'll take an outside one on the deck, and we'll post it. But Christy, when I'll take it of looking towards Gilbert's, and Gilbert's is one of the largest tiki bars in the Keys, and I was bartending there, and she came in with her husband from Newark, Delaware. So a lot of people here from, we're to skew the population. I'm not going to get off track. I promise I'm not going to get. If you're skew, most of it comes from the Midwest, South, over with a heavy concentration of people from the Mid-Atlantic.
Mid-Atlantic, man. I swear, the entire Jersey Shore moved down here sometime in the 80s.
Yeah, and the 90s, and then we had the fresh one, a bunch of people from my neck of the woods. And, there's a big contingent, and it is.
Yeah, everybody from New York moved to the Jersey Shore, and everybody from the Jersey Shore moved down here.
So they come down there. They have boatels, there are houseboats they rent, and also jet ski kayak rentals. And they just hang out and stuff like that. And we have a vibrant lesbian community down here.
Yes, we do.
We do. I mean,
I love my girls.
Yeah. And Christy's happens to be heterosexual, but she's open-minded and she's friends with those group. And not that I'm not friends with them, I just didn't have an opportunity.
No, one of my biggest fans is Carla. She loves the Keep Billies.
We don't want to, unfortunately, out someone, but I don't think you're outing Carla. I don't think you're outing her.
There's no way that I'm outing Carla.
I don't think we're outing her.
There's never been a closet involved with Carla.
So what happened is she's sitting with him in the corner, and they're all like looking at her and staring. Christy's a pretty woman, and she goes, "I feel like I'm a flower and I'm being circled by bees." Yeah, and I go, you know what? I really get that. I mean, I've never had that. I never had that feeling with a bunch of young women, gay men, circling me. I mean, there may have been one or two.
I'll take you to the Ray Club in Key West.
Because men are much more aggressive than women sometimes when it comes to that. I've had a couple, and we're digressing again. We were talking about heat. We're back on to that, and that's where I met Christy. And Christy, we had a jam night, and Sean Dickens. And they had 2 guys come in.
Did they?
Kenny, the pilot.
Okay, yeah.
And this other dude who used to play years ago. He's not that old, and he came in, and they were
good.
They brought it up.
Good.
You know what I mean? Definitely the last hour and a half. And they hung out for like an hour and a half to 2 hours afterwards. So at this part, we're calling the show to meeting, and I said, you know what? I was thinking perhaps that we shouldn't announce dates, and we're going to have some guy come on here tomorrow, I think Wednesday, and he's going to announce the bridge run, but that's in November. So there'll be
plenty of stuff to do
that's
between
5
here
months.
and there.
So I'll let him do that a couple times.
Well, if he's going to do that, I'll start plugging the pit stop party. That's not till October.
Oh, yeah. You should plug. You should always plug things that are a couple, because then you give your opportunity to get everyone. It's the best way to get 3 months out, or 2. Let's say, no. Let's start right now with 2 months out. Okay, but we got to give the year.
There you go. No,
You're going to have to give the year because, believe it or not, we started a show in 2017.
This is true.
So whenever we're talking about that, and that's our great, and we're not going to talk about gigs and all that stuff on a weekly basis. And but let's make up another. Let's have a meeting about something else that we could discuss with Leak after the fact. He's not going to be here. I don't think he's going to be here. He's not going to make it. But when you say, hey, we had a meeting.
I still got to fix his damn window.
But the mess of it's going to be made up. We can do the made up something. Okay. Do you wear your hair differently than Luke does? Or is there anything you do differently than he does?
We got to talk to him about T-Bone watering the power supplies. You know, I don't think we ever shared that on air, and that's a funny story.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's hear about this.
So I'm sitting there, I'm breaking down one night, and I'm bitching Luke because it's like, damn, man, I'm wiping a couple power supplies off of my shirt, going, damn, man, you spilled beer all over my damn power supplies, clumsy damn bastard. And he's like, well, dude, that's I didn't spill beer. And I'm like, something's all wet here. He's like, well, that's T-Bone. I'm like, dude, you know, I was much happier when I thought that was beer. I was wiping
You
off
figure
all
like
my
this,
shirt.
go, you want to show a little, at that point you want to go, hey, stop it, Bill, right there. Let me get you some.
Nah.
Rag. Yeah, he was like, hey, maybe it shouldn't be wiping
No,
dog
it
piss
wasn't
on
even that.
yourself.
He didn't say anything until I bitched about him about dumping beer on there. And like I said, I'm wiping off my shirt, and I'm like,
He could have said that's not my beer. Because that would be factually correct.
well, he didn't say it wasn't his beer.
Yeah.
And they
That's not a Mars bar.
Then he pointed out that it was T-Bone. I'm like, you know, I was much happier when I thought it was your beer. But, you know, it's a dog. That's what dogs do.
Yeah. So, well, that's one of the things. No pain. Well, we'll make that one. How about we'll make up a. We just got to make up something that's kind of completely senseless.
Well, that shouldn't be hard.
I know. I'm just figuring out. It's going to be something we're going to tell Luke, and this is what we decided in the meeting. And he goes, "Oh, no drinking. No, you don't want to say that. It just pisses him off. No drinking a half hour before. No earlier than a half hour before the show.
No,
we're not saying it's a rule.
Okay.
But we got to come up with some rules, and then we'll decide what are the best ones.
Well, that's not a problem for Luke because he doesn't.
How about this? Oh, okay.
Show.
How about this? We're going to do a contest. It's going to be like someone gets to shave, take 3 inches off your beard. No, but that we're deciding for him. Okay, no, that's okay.
That
No,
might
we
be
got
an
rule
issue.
number. The guess the real one is we're not going to do weekly dates. We're going to talk about events further in the future and the places that are there. Now, these are artificial ones, so we're going to pick the best one or best ones, and then we'll and if he doesn't show up this week, we'll just do it next week.
Trimming Luke's beard on air.
Yeah, trimming on air, and we'll do a live. We'll do a live Facebook feed, and then if he says something, go, don't worry, man, it's for charity, right? We'll just say that charity, and we got to pick a charity.
That's not going to work for Luke.
PETA. There we go. Prevention.
Oh no!
Ethical people for the
no,
ethical
no,
treatment.
no.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't.
No, even better.
What, the shelter?
Even better. No. We got to pick some wild ass Christian charity.
Oh, you want okay?
Some
We'll
crazy
pick one.
ass.
We'll pick one that he'll go for.
No, he won't go for any of those.
None for animals. He says
No,
he hates
for animals. Yeah, he'll go.
Pick an animal one.
That's the thing.
Pick an animal one, and then right at the end of it, this is what the
He'll
tactic.
go for an animal
This
one,
is my
but we got to
tactic
do
one.
like
and then we'll lie,
Westboro
and then we'll say,
Church or something
"I'm just
like
kidding,
that.
man. It's for the Southern Baptist Convention for
There you
and then
go.
we'll throw that
Flip
in
that
after
over.
the fact. Oh, we can't lie to you, Luke. That's what it's going to be for. We'll get him to agree to it and says, how about for religious group, and then we'll bring that back. Okay. We bring all a list. We keep a detailed list of his offenses against Kim, and we bring Kim on and repeat a year's worth of offenses.
No.
No, we're not going to do it.
No.
We're not going to do it. This is what we came up with in the meeting. You get
Okay.
it?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
'cause
you're saying no. Okay, you got a better one. Good.
No. I'm saying no. We can't do anything that involves Kim because, unfortunately, I'm her favorite target.
We're not going to pick on Kim. We're just going to be telling Luke this stuff. We're not going to ask Kim about that. We're not going to do it.
Because if Luke and I,
You're thinking because I commit to things?
no, if Luke and I are sitting in the same place and we're both transgressing, I'm the one who's going to bear the brunt of the
I
getting
understand that
whacked.
clearly. I'm just saying this is what we came up in the meeting with, right?
There you go.
The real one, okay, once again, the real one is we're not talking like next Tuesday we're doing this, we're going to be here, and says we're going to talk about our Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever, and whatever the third show is going to be or whatever. We could talk about that, and you could talk about big events coming up, events. And
No, I was thinking that old.
but we're not going to talk.
I was thinking that old TV show, Celebrity Wife Swap. Tell them that we're going to swap Sandy and Kim for a week.
That's a good one. I got it. Oh, I
No,
like it.
No, but
You can't say
no.
it.
You're
going to get in trouble.
No, he'd go for that. He'd be like, "Oh hell, she won't be chewing my ass."
Well, then that's a good one.
45
That'll
minutes.
be no. Wait. That'll be this. Maybe the first one. That'll be the first one. We come and get worse and worse.
There you go.
Okay. We take away all his pot for a week.
Oh hell no.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
that's a good one.
Yeah. So we're just gonna say, listen, and we got to pepper.
Luke's gotta
we
get-
We
Luke's
got to
gotta go-
pepper with some really good ideas.
Luke's got to go dope free for a whole month. No, a whole week for charity. And he's it's like that. What's that old March of Dimes thing? The walkathon.
Yeah.
It'll be the not smokeathon.
How about okay? So we got to drop one that a fake one's about us. Fake ones. Fake. Get it? Mine will be. I can't say mine can't be drinking for a month because I didn't drink for 7 years, so that's not a thing. I can't eat vegetables, and I got to eat cake with every meal.
There you go.
There you go. And he'll think of something like that, and stop going to the gym for a month and see what happens. Okay. And you.
I don't know.
No beer.
What you got? No beer. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
For a week.
That'd be a good
for
one.
a week. No beer. Only wine.
Oh.
Only wine. No, but that's a fake one. That's a
Oh,
good
no,
one.
and that's
so
a
it'll
good-
look like,
that-
and we'll
that-
drop it in there. And we'll drop it in there. See, this is a theory. Because he'll, and you, and
Oh my God.
Bill, what you'll do is you're going to agree. I'll agree to my thing.
We got. We actually have Rich and Ronnie from Snooks walking into the parking lot.
What? From?
Rich and Ronnie from Snooks walking into the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm going to be playing at in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, well, where are we at right now? In half
Oh,
hour?
we got we're at 33, so we got.
Okay,
we got a few.
well, whatever you're comfortable. We get 7 minutes, and we'll
Yeah, no, we
sign off
got a
and
little
that.
more time.
Hey, we'd like to tell you our thinking about this. So we got this. So maybe we'll do one for the show,
There
the
you
real
go.
one. One for you, one for me.
Yeah, no,
one for me, one for me.
We got to
one
do
for
a
you.
couple each. That way we can load
yeah,
him up
couple.
with a couple. So we got to have a few of these.
I got to grow a full beard,
That's a good one.
a full beard, and not get my hair cut for a year.
If Jim grows a full beard and doesn't get his hair cut for a year, we'll shave ours off. And
Yeah, that's it. Okay, once I start now, wait, and I'll negotiate that I keep it trimmed though. It'll be trimmed. It won't be scrabbly, and then not the hair necessarily. I'll just get that pulled back. So there's two,
There you go.
and then we'll lay up all these. Well, like once we get them, like Kevin, we'll lay up all the Luke ones.
There you go.
Okay, now what's your second one?
I don't know. I like.
Oh, whoa!
I like the beard swap.
No, cigars,
Oh, cigars
with the long stem.
Oh, I got to smoke those damn Black and Milds.
No, with
for-
the long, fucking like Morticia
Oh,
Adam stem.
I don't even know if I can come up with those anymore.
That would be great. Well, I'll make it up. I can make one.
No, we just call it black. I can smoke cherry wine, Black and Milds. for the
Okay,
next
there we go.
month.
Cherry wine, black and mild. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing,
Hey.
Rich?
Yep.
We are.
The owner of Snooks
Rich,
is here.
come on over. Say hi. We do a podcast every Tuesday and Wednesday. It's
Called
called Keys Bartender.
My name's
This is
Jim.
Jim.
Good, nice meeting
We're having a good. We're having a good night in here.
Wanna
Grab
talk
a mic.
about
Say
Snooks?
hi.
the owner of Snooks.
Yeah, you can talk about
We're
Snooks.
talking about
Finest
Snooks.
restaurant in the Upper Keys.
There you go.
Am I allowed to say that?
You are allowed to
Yeah,
say
it
that.
is a mile marker.
Awesome entertainment.
There you go.
99.5, right?
7 nights a week.
Captain
99.5,
Josh and I will
7
be
nights a
there
week,
in
awesome
about an
entertainment,
hour
plus
and
twice
15
on
minutes.
Saturday and Sunday entertainment.
There you
Live
go.
entertainment,
Twice
no
on
less.
Saturday, twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
99.5 Bayside.
We're
When
gonna
you
need a
get down to
7-pack.
downtown Key Largo
Downtown
to that
Key
second
Largo.
traffic signal.
Absolutely. Right across from the CVS
Yeah,
behind
there you
the
are.
Salvation Army. Come
There
and
you
see
go.
us. Can't wait for Captain Josh
And
to
ring
come
the bell
back.
at
We're back
sunset.
tonight.
We blow the sunset.
Blow the
horn.
Horn.
Absolutely.
We blow the horn.
Thank
I
you.
keep on forgetting.
Well, thank you so much for having me on for a couple minutes,
There you
and
go.
we'll look forward to seeing everybody coming
Yeah.
in the Snooks.
Yes.
Rich, fantastic seeing you. You guys having a good night? Get a little time off and snaking away?
Yep. So, yeah, a lot of people involved in the industry. If you're not a musician or a bar owner, restaurant worker, some sort of hospitality. So we're still back on that thing. Yours was the
Black and Mild. Black and Mild cherry wine, which I'd rather die than smoke.
Yeah, I like the meeting.
No, good. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, I thought she was asking. Yes. Hello, bud.
I drink, so it was
Yes.
usually
Thank you. She was assuming. I am, yes.
No,
Thank you.
I'm actually good. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I can see you.
I actually have to go attempt to work a little bit later.
Oh, you know what? I love those guys, Dave and Christy.
Yep.
Then every time it kind of reminds me of that. We were okay. So we got 2 for you and 2 for me. So
I like the beard swap. That's pretty good. You grow a long beard, we'll cut ours off.
that's mine. That's for me, and I'm the cake at every meal. And you got the God damn, what's that first one?
I don't know.
White swap? Oh, the white. We'll do the
No,
white
we-
swap.
Oh yeah, let's do the white swap.
White swap. That'll
fun.
be kind of both of you. We'll mix it up and get them all confused, and we'll inundate them with these things. And then right when we're done, he'll get pissed. Maybe, or he won't care. Thank you. Thank you very much. Or he won't care at all. And he'll just go, that would be amazing to go reaction. And we're not, folks, we're not fucking with them. It's just like, you know what? If someone had a meeting, Bill would react.
Yeah, we're fucking with him.
Yeah. No, but.
We're fucking with him.
Yeah, but he likes that shit.
We all
He like that.
that.
He told me what? He told me last week. He said, I'm over. Did we say? Oh, I said that already.
What's that?
Overanalyze.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I'm a history major. That's why I went. History was my thing. I analyze. I'm not. Hey, to be examine life is a personality trait. It's not necessarily admirable or great or better than anybody, but it's just what it is. It's a personality trait, and it's the thing I do. But it doesn't mean we can't be spontaneous.
Exactly.
So I think about some things I don't think about before I do them. Yeah, I do.
Hey, y'all, watch this.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Whoa.
No, that tends to be Luke and I. Hey, y'all,
You know
watch
what?
this.
I guess I'm not saying I'm in a perfect mix of it, but I've done that. I lit a string of firecrackers, granted a small one, in my hand, and it was in a house, and you couldn't throw it anywhere, so I held it in my hand as long as I can, and then burn up my hand nice, and then throw it on the ground and burn up the rug.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah,
But I
not
was
the brightest
14
thing.
or 15 years old at the time.
It's a learning experience.
If you're adventurous, once you get out of those age groups, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good at going, hey, let me not do this shit.
Yeah, you learn those things. Oh, you know what? I think I'll stay away from that thing. So we got our
Fire
meeting thing.
burns.
We'll try to remember. We got these ideas in our head. We got the one idea, the real one. We'll start with that, and I'll pitch it. I think it'll really work for us because for listeners. And then we go into the progressively. I'll get it, and we can rank it. We can rank which is the worst one and see where it goes. Fuck you. It's ultimately fuck you. You know? No, but really mean it. Really mean it.
Not about 3 seconds.
Fuck you. The day he said it, I have my friends there. The day, not that the Philadelphia guys, these other friends of mine that came from the Encore and stuff like that, and they love Luke. He said that stuff. He goes, "Oh, you fucking overanalyze this shit," and at the end, he's like, being real nice because he said it like this. Oh, you're right. I go like, so I showed him. I said, well, how hard is it to do a podcast? And I went, I put on my phone app and I go, this motherfucker over here. I said, motherfucker, and I go, oh, that's a little mean, man. I felt about saying it, but Luke would have had no, but Nah, that's just me, man. I just feel I go like this. I can say it, and then I'll say, I'm sorry I said that. And
somebody grinding gears on that tractor.
Yeah. Stop staring at the girl, man.
I'm not
It's
staring
kinda
at the girl. I was watching the guy in the Kubota.
No, the dude.
Oh.
The dude was staring at the girl.
Yeah, no, I wasn't staring at her.
What?
I wasn't staring at her.
No, I know you might have been. I was talking about the guy staring.
There you go.
It's coming in, but
well, unfortunately, it's about time to.
It is. This is the meeting. The meeting is expired.
The meeting has expired.
And
I got to go.
Luke's going. I'm sorry, man. I was smoking a little weed and wait. I got
to go run down south and perform a little bit.
Okay, what's Luke's excuse going to be?
I don't know. I was stoned.
That's all right. You know
I
what?
was drunk.
He needs a little break.
The day my mama.
It's good
got out of prison.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to exchange. So wait, what's that? Let's make that. Let's pick a couple events coming up.
What, the Bridge Run meeting in mind?
Well, the Bridge Run's announcement is going to be they're reinstituting the Bridge Run, which was disrupted. They're going to make the announcement tomorrow. We're going to have Enrique on my buddy Henry. And Henry Menendez, and he's going to come in.
Suave.
Yeah, he's.
Is
you know what? He's
is his wife still
I am
going to
smoother
run
than
for
him.
some sort of
Julie?
public office?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I need to find out before I really start making fun of him.
Oh, did I tell you? Wait a second, real quick. There's a guy running for not in this area, but he's running for school board, and his name is Dr. Jim Duran. And one of the other candidates not in that area, who's friends with him, says some people think it's you. And I said, well, tell the guy. For one, I'm going to say I'm Jim Duran, not Jim Horan, the bartender, podcaster, spin instructor guy that doesn't rent babies. and then she goes, and I guess they did a thought experiment, and it's like, well, I don't know how offensive. Well, the people, he'll get the votes of people that know him, and he may get the votes of people that like Jim Horan. So I think it'll be, if he doesn't ask me not to say I'm not him, then that means maybe most people don't have a negative idea who I am.
There you go. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but I'm not running for school board. That would not be a proper thing. Well, I mean, with the language thing, yeah. I am not subject to my thing.
Dude, trust me, I know a bunch of the admins and teachers, and I play with a couple of the teachers, and boy, they can be pretty damn potty mouth.
Oh, yeah, but not in front of the kids and stuff like that.
In front of the kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They have working filters.
Yeah.
My filter, unfortunately, tends to be broken.
I was just looking at a kid and go, motherfucker.
I'm like,
I got like this.
It can't speak.
Can't
speak.
Wait, Mother Fletcher, I think that one was in Mother Fletcher. Okay.
Anyway, it's about time to wind it up because I got to run down and do a little entertaining later this evening.
You can say I'm doing a little entertaining. There may not, but it's going to be a Snooks. If you're listening to a live, it's tonight.
Tuesdays.
For live people listening live.
Tuesdays, every Tuesday, Captain Josh and I at Snooks.
Yeah, it's Snooks. So we're going to do, okay, that's today, and this is Jim the Keys bartender signing off. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you spending your time with us, and we do appreciate the listening, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Thank you so much.
After a long day of being pulled in every direction, the last thing anyone wants to think about is what's for dinner. That's where Schwann's can help, with a variety of real food choices, frozen to lock in freshness. From ready-made meals, premium meats and side dishes, to vegetables, ice cream, and more. Schwann's foods go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours, so you can pull off a delicious meal in no time at all. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. To help simplify mealtime, visit schwanns.com. After a long day of being pulled in every direction, the last thing anyone wants to think about is what's for dinner. That's where Schwann's can help, with a variety of real food choices, frozen to lock in freshness. From ready-made meals, premium meats and side dishes, to vegetables, ice cream, and more. Schwann's foods go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours, so you can pull off a delicious meal in no time at all. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. To help simplify mealtime, visit schwanns.com.